The impossibility of perpetual motion machine. What is perpetual motion machine? It is a hypothetical machine describes motion that can run forever without any external source of energy, meaning that it can do work without extracting energy. Here are some examples. Self-rolling flask. The larger weight on the left forces water down and around the narrow neck where the weight is less, and then it flows out the orifice at the top to replenish the water in the vase. FG woodwork machine. The wheel, supposedly unbalanced on the top roller, will try to rotate counterclockwise and go down, except that it will not go down because of the bottom wheel, so it will rotate forever. Overbalance wheel. It shifts mass to a larger radius from the wheel's axle so that the right side will always have more weight, and the left side will always have less, and so the wheel once started should never stop. It is scientifically impossible. Why? It violates the laws of thermodynamics. First law of thermodynamics. It states that energy may neither be created nor destroyed. It can only be transformed. Take a ball example to illustrate this theory. I put a ball on the ground. The potential energy means the distance between the ball and the ground is 0, and the kinetic energy is 0 too, because there is no energy input in the ball. Then, I throw the ball up, and the potential energy will increase. It is because the distance between the ball and the ground will then increase. When I throw the ball, it means that I give energy to the ball, so the kinetic energy will increase. When a ball is at the highest point, the kinetic energy will be 0, because it transfers all the energy to potential energy. From the first law of thermodynamics, the energy is neither destroyed nor created but transformed, so its potential energy is at maximum. The ball is falling down. Due to the decreasing distance between the ball and the ground, the potential energy will then decrease. Moreover, the kinetic energy will increase because the falling speed of the ball will increase. The ball reaches the ground. Therefore, there is no potential energy, but the energy will then transform to kinetic energy. The second law of thermodynamics. From a diagram, it shows how the energy transforms in an engine. QH represent extract heat, QC represent exhaust heat, and W represent useful work. In efficiency equation, efficiency equals to W divided QH. W equals to QH minus QC. And if perpetual motion machine is possible, the efficiency is 100% and the QC will be 0. However, it is impossible to extract QH and use all of it to perform work. Other reasons: friction and other energy loss. What is friction? There is a box. I apply force 3N to the box. The maximum friction is 2N, and the net force will be 1N. To conclude, the force input is 3N and the force output is 1N. The friction means a force that acts in opposite direction to the movement. The hypothetical device will have enough energy to work in the beginning. As soon as the extraction of any energy or work from the device, its motion will decrease and soon it will stop. It implies that converting energy to motion needs a source of input power. Someone may think that purely magnet motor is some kind of perpetual motion machine. Is it true? It isn't, because it doesn't generate energy. There is a power source, the magnet. As the magnet is used, a little bit of its energy is lost. The magnetic motors will not run forever. We have all seen magnets in action, like poles repel and opposite attract. This is simple physics. It is because magnets are a balanced system most of the time. The power of the north pole on a magnet has exactly the same strength as the power of the south pole. The best we can hope for when using the power of the poles under ideal conditions is perfect unity. In reality, we can't even achieve that. If we try to place a load on the system, such as trying to generate electricity, it may work for a short period, but in the end, it will require more energy to keep it running than we can possibly generate. We can't get more out than you put in. Over unity just isn't possible. How can the perpetual motion relate to art? Perpetual motion machine can be defined as artwork for devices of such that can never work as the inventor planned. Here are examples of achieving the unachievable.